that we've kind of started getting into Plottr itself, I do want to point out a couple of other nice features. So again, we've already looked at project. This is kind of our overview. We have timeline. This is where personally, where the bulk of what I do in Plottr actually happens. So I spend more time working in Plottr than I do anywhere else. Our next one is what we call outline. It looks very similar to what you see over in timeline, except for that it's now all horizontal going down, and you kind of just scroll through. Again, it's nice, especially when you have multiple things that you're following, because it will have different scene cards for everything. So it does make it a little bit easier to follow. Then you have notes. So if you want any notes that you want to put, you just click on that and you can type in. If you have character notes or book notes, all that stuff can just go right in here in the notes section. We'll come back to characters. You can add all of your characters right here in Plottr. You then have places, so it's very helpful if you have places to make sure that you keep track of things. It can be very useful. We'll again do that here in a minute. And then you got tags. There's a lot of different ways that you can handle tags. You can basically create any different types of tags that you would like to have. Personally, one of the things I always do, especially if you're going to have multiple characters with multiple viewpoints, I always like to have viewpoint tags. It just helps me to keep track of how many different times I'm using specific viewpoints to make sure that things are kind of balanced. So what we're going to do over the next few videos is kind of start taking us through specifically looking at characters, places, and then we'll add some tags. So this is kind of a general overview of the different things that go across here, and you can start looking at them. But the real focus is going to, from here, is going to be looking at characters and places.